Please like and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
My Sunday mornings often began in one way: me unloading a full dishwasher, the remnants of the dinner party that I would host the night before. You see, my love language is cooking elaborate meals and then pretending that I did not spend 13 hours for it with the people I care about. I'm the son of 2 Chinese immigrants. This is how we love. This Sunday morning was a little different. I get a phone call from my dad. I look at my phone. It's on WeChat, and I'm reminded he's in Shanghai seeing my extended family. I answer. Hey, Baba. Hey, Dad. Liang, 吃了吗? Liang is my name in Chinese, and 吃了吗 means, have you eaten? You see, in Chinese culture, rather than greeting someone with hello or good morning or how are you, you say, 吃了吗? Have you eaten? When you care about somebody in our culture, you want to make sure that they've eaten enough. I reply, I've just had a little coffee, Dad. How about you? And he says, Liang, I have something to tell you. Your grandfather has passed away. The funeral's in 2 days. My heart sinks. Last I heard, I knew my grandfather's not doing well, but in this moment, I had known that he was stable. What do you say to your father when he has just lost his own father? Are you okay? I'm sorry. I love you, Dad. I'm here for you. Those are not the words that I said. You see, I have never said I love you to my dad, and my dad has never said I love you to me. I don't imagine my grandfather, his father, had ever said I love you to him either, and now he would never hear it. That does not mean that I did not grow up in a family filled with love. I did. I love yous were just expressed through different ways. The I love yous I felt were through 7 a.m. mornings where my parents both would be up, giving me a warm breakfast and then driving me an hour into New York so I could go to school. We lived in New Jersey. The I love yous I felt were fresh cut fruit that they left outside my room at midnight while I was still studying. The I love yous that I felt were measured in the hours that pork belly was braised and the number of chive shrimp dumplings they made. Love between the lines. I replied to my dad, Dad, what can I do? How can I help? And my dad replied, there's nothing that you need to do. Everything is taken care of here. You don't need to come to Shanghai to the funeral. Focus on your work. Your career is most important right now. We'll be okay. Don't worry. Normally, I would have said yes and obey. In Chinese culture, respecting your elders is one of our core values. But I paused. What if what my dad wanted was not what he needed? I heard myself say, no, Dad, I'm going to go to Shanghai. I'm going to buy a ticket right after this call. I want to be there. I need to be there. And to my surprise, he said, okay. I even think I heard a little relief in his voice. He said, okay, Liang, go tell your mom. Okay, Dad. Bye. Next day, I fly to Shanghai. I get to my grandparents' house. I knock on the door. My dad opens the door. What do you do when you see your dad for the first time since he's lost his father? Do you handshake? Do you wave? Do you hug? Before I can do anything, my dad takes a step forward and grabs my 2 bags and takes it to my room. I walk in, I say hello to my uncle. He says, 吃了吗? Before I can say anything, he hands me his 2 marbled tea eggs. Those are his specialty. I start eating them. I walk over to my mom, my aunt, and my grandma. They're all sitting down, folding silver paper into ingots. Ingots are a Chinese coin that are shaped like dumplings. And the ritual is the more ingots that you fold, the idea is that and you burn it or you bury it in the coffin. That's what the deceased, my grandfather, would have in the afterlife. We must have folded 1,000 ingots in silence that night. The next day was the funeral. My dad gave the eulogy. He cried. It was the 5th time I'd seen my dad cry. I was asked at the end to go up with my 2 uncles and my dad to nail the 4 corners of the coffin shut before it was sent for cremation. I was sad, but really glad I could be there to support my family. The next day, I had to go back to San Francisco. My flight was at 7 a.m., and my parents insisted on taking me to the airport. We're at the gate, and we begin our traditional goodbyes. I hug my mom, and then my mom nudges me and says, "Go hug your dad." I pause, freeze, and then I take a step forward. And my dad says something. He sticks out his hand and says, "No." We handshake. I walk off, we handshake goodbye. I walk to the gate, the security, right as I'm about to go to the security check, right before I'm out of earshot, I hear him say, "Liang, 在飞机上去吃点东西." Liang, make sure you go eat something on the plane. I will, Dad. Dad, make sure you eat something too. Thank you. Thanks, San Francisco.